Yes.
It should be calculating all of that for you.
You know,
So Dylan, we're going back to the Radian Citidal adventure, and we're going to do. Do you remember the
this.
We're not going to
in the midst of the Mani Varsha? We're in Burma mythology. This is the book. Dungeons and Dragons hired a bunch of diverse creators to create specific settings for their cultural heritage. So this is Burma. Get the cover? Yeah, that thing. The books have been unbelievable.
Monty Python sketch.
What is it?
Just makes me keep thinking of the Monty Python sketch.
Which one?
The one where she halfway through the conversation, the lady just yells out, "Burma! What are you doing in Burma? I don't know."
And I didn't know we were in Burma when I started adventuring. I can give you guys some background while we kind of work on the characters.
Two short swords on your character. Two short swords.
At the end of the great Rime with the Frost Maiden adventure, Reshef had sacrificed herself so that the party could survive.
So you're going to wear studded leather armor.
Okay.
But in her memory, at her memorial, you were told of the Radian Citidal, an ancient mystical portal, a giant city nested in a giant diamond, some kind of gem. And in that city there were portals to other worlds. One of those worlds, Mani Varsha, hosts the greatest fishing tournament of all time. It is known across the multiverse as a fishing super event. So, as you know, she was a fan of fishermen. And as a last honoring of her, you decided to go and witness this.
Okay.
So you went to this fishing event where you immediately started acting like knuckleheads. There was a woman who you learned from the crowd was supposed to be winning this contest. She was a great competitor and should have done very well. She had some spot. You put some people to sleep so you could take over her boat. But before you could take over her boat, you started attacking her, or the other fishing boats, or the judge's booth. It was really unclear.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shenanigans going on.
There were. Okay.
Then I had a PTSD mental breakdown, I think.
So the contest began, and a huge tidal wave crashed into the boats almost immediately, which is unheard of for this competition. So the tidal had flooded the beach. There was like a temple, like an ancient sandstone temple, flooding the temple. People were dying. You guys were like trying to save people, trying to figure out what's going on. You then noticed that she was being dragged off by a water elemental.
Okay.
So you started pursuing more water elementals, and water weirds attacked you on the beach. A cleric came out of the temple. Basically, she got dragged away, and then this guy,
Well, yeah. You went from
who's just awesome.
to 73.
He came running out with canoes to give chase, to try to track down the water elemental.
Ooh, you're
You guys have also summoned your own water elemental that's chasing.
Yeah.
So you guys have a water elemental. There's a water elemental in front of you, but it's pretty far away, like a quarter mile away at this point. And you're in canoes paddling after.
Okay. So this is a flash forward.
I'm pretty sure.
That was a flashback to what happened last session.
Actually,
And I missed a lot. I mean, there were shenanigans.
that was a flashback to the flash forward.
Okay. I'm going to be giving you one of the
I think you're forgetting about how we managed to keep the I don't remember what it was, but I basically immediately screwed up their plan and steal some relic item, the prize, I believe.
Correct.
And I think we were going after them on a flying canoe.
The canoes in the air.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So you're paddling a flying canoe in pursuit of a water elemental that's being chased by another water elemental who's dragging away this fisher champion woman.
Okay.
So wait, did the story started
Yeah, this happened
We're in
last
the middle
session.
of this.
okay,
So you guys are standing on a boat or standing on a beach to watch the world's greatest fishing contest because your characters love fishing.
Here are the
And we'll go around and introduce our characters in just a minute. But-
Am I offended because I'm a trader?
Yes, these people are offensive to all manner of common folk.
And then you add
Wait, so this is a fishing thing?
He's a drow that's killed his parents. He's an elf that just likes to shock and grasp just about anybody. You're not still 100 feet tall, are you?
I am.
I think, yeah.
Let's put you at like 50, like
I think,
20
yeah.
feet
It's
tall.
only
I
20.
think
It's only
we
20.
ended.
It's only 20.
I think we ended at him being like 25 feet.
Okay.
23, I think it was.
So you
So
can
my
still be
character-
20 feet tall. But he basically does look like
Can
that.
I be completely honest? Like, does my backstory really matter?
It's a big
Not really yet. It might come into play later as things
Okay.
get complicated.
So,
feel like you have to
I'm just
memorize
gonna say, the character has a ring of wind
Oh
that is
wow!
uncontrolled,
just saying like Stranger Things.
And whenever you walk into the town,
Yeah, you're
for
fine.
some reason, a hurricane comes.
Wow.
Get
Now,
behind
now
people.
how do you feel
And
after
most of the town is
witnessing,
magic.
Oh, and your cell phone
having
is gonna
witnessed
be
a tidal wave? How do you feel?
Powerful.
So what was the?
Do you think it was connected to your ring? Do you think your ring may have summoned this tidal
What road's
wave?
the next?
Well, I used to have a ring of water, but
Jesus
it
Christ, I hate to
drowned
see the hardest.
somehow.
The ring of water
You're
drowned.
That can happen.
First
And
would
what's
be
your,
really-
what's your character's name again?
Hurricane.
Hurricane, your
His
name is
name
Rex.
properly.
Name proper since a hurricane?
Always read the
What
game
class and race are you?
He is
sorry,
a
just kind of
Triton
came out of
druid.
nowhere.
That's okay.
Isn't that like underwater race?
Don't worry.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like
Oh
you
my
need
God.
to help you.
They're like
Thanks for all
sea
your
monsters.
My prize
Yeah.
how much money did I skip them? Borrowing.
Dylan, who are
I
you
mean,
playing
I'm pretty
tonight?
sure I
Huh?
can tell
Who are
which
you
one
playing
is
tonight?
yours anyway.
Oh, I thought I
Just
was
wanted
going
to
to
find out
stick with our previous.
We are.
Of course.
So is it
I can switch it up. I don't mind switching.
And what's the name of your character?
7, so
We're doing the same characters.
Same
We're borrowing
character.
7
Okay,
extra.
it's Zom then.
Sure.
Zom the Necromancer.
That reminds me of a Pokemon. That reminds me of a
Zom Necromancer.
Now that I think about it, yeah, that actually sounds like a Pokemon name.
It is Snom.
Snom.
Yeah.
It is.
Jamie, who are you playing?
I think you're right.
Ice type.
Ice bug type. Portable typing, great hidden ability.
Damn,
Portable
flower.
stats, no competitive viability.
Drow killed my parents because I'm in a cult.
Drow Sorcerer.
Necromancer.
No, Warlock.
That's fine.
Chad, who you got?
Zeke,
Elf.
Elf,
You're so edgy.
Fighter,
Look who's talking.
and as of most recent,
Hey, I'm not an
not
edgy row.
Leaper of Waves.
I'm
Killed the god.
Quite rounded out.
I killed a god, but I'm not edgy.
Cody, you're playing Kermit.
Yes, Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I mean,
Rogue.
literally is a comedic character and kills gods.
Tell me, your name is not David.
No.
What is your name?
It's
John.
hilarious, I know.
Why do I have you written down?
Okay.
Not Josh.
David Jude.
Yeah. They're powerful rainbow connection. That's all
I
I
should
need.
know, are you on our group text?
I'm not. I don't think I'm on the text.
Okay.
I'm on the Discord.
Let me get your phone number, John. Just
Yeah,
make sure we
this
have you there. Go.
Right now, 714
Uh-huh.
642
642
7043.
7043. And we are on Discord, Sad.
the
So if
Discord?
you want to get added to Discord.
Yeah.
What is
Well,
the Discord?
I guess. Wait, are we talking about our characters and our background now?
No, just this group, so we kind of coordinate things, like if someone's not going to be there that week, or if someone has a question.
Well, I want to see how this game turns out first before deciding.
Makes perfect sense. John,
Yes.
who are you playing tonight?
I am still Itch, the very tall barbarian.
Itch the Barbarian. And then Sad, you are playing
Yeah, my character name is Sakar.
Satar.
Yeah, Sakar.
Satar.
I'm a half-elf rogue. I'm pretty much an outlander.
Okay.
I've kind of been wandering around with a group of people. Didn't really know who my parents were, and then one day I decided to become a rogue based on this fantasy book I used to read as a kid. Decided to become a rogue, be one of those dashing mercenary for hire sort of deal.
Right.
Swashbuckler rogue, is that what you want to be?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so now you can sneak attack even if you aren't behind someone.
Okay, cool.
And so you're a swashbuckling rogue because of a book you read?
Yeah.
What's the name of the book?
I didn't know how to be that well.
Swashbuckler's Guide to the Sword Coast, maybe.
I guess we could say. Sorry, I wasn't really.
You don't have that already on your character sheet. That's fine.
But
But so you came to the great
I
city
didn't know people really knew that.
at Monty Varsha.
Yeah.
Monty Varsha is a world largely based on the the kind of Pacific region of Burma. So it's islands, it's rivers, it's rainforesty, it's that kind of stuff. And you'd never been here before. You came looking for adventure, and while you were here, there was a fishing contest. So you decided to see if you could pick some pockets and make some coin while at the you rob people.
Well, I usually prefer robbing richer people or pretty much jerks. Honestly.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is
I'm
a
I'm a
Robin
chaotic
Hood
good,
situation.
honestly.
So you saw an elf that looked like he might be a jerk standing next to a 20-foot tall barbarian, and you were seizing them up to be marks for your crime when all of a sudden all hell broke loose.
think you have a bad look. How many you guys have?
Oh wow.
You're
You're really
Well,
flexing.
Yeah, flexing the dice at me, man.
Can I rob him?
Yes, he's a frog. I mean, literally, he's a grum, so he's a frog man
Okay.
He's super powerful.
with a pet frog, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that fraud trafficking?
It's not a humanoid frog, it's a grung. It'd be like if a human had a pet monkey, which in some countries is legal.
I am
Mainly
further
England.
questions.
Wait, it is?
Yeah, in England people own pet monkeys. It's called like a maker.
So a huge tidal wave comes.
They're really hard to
Competition,
take care of and they
there's
poop
vendors
everywhere.
selling food, and it's like a big party, right? Like a huge party. I was gonna say like Ren Fair. I don't know if that Ren Fair reference makes any sense, but there's people there. It's a big party. Huge wave knocks everything over. People are drowning. It's a bad thing. Disaster. Then you see this guy and his friend run out and jump into boats. One of the boat takes to the air.
Yes. With kids.
And I don't. You're 20 feet.
How deep is can I just walk after?
So you're basically the water elemental has dragged the champion across like a lake where the fishing contest was looking, and up a tributary river.
Okay.
So they're now hustling up a river. So they're
Yeah.
kind of out of sight down the riverbed, but you think about a quarter mile ahead.
Okay.
You don't. I mean, the lake is probably not that deep, so it's
I mean,
kind
I
of a
can swim
saltwater marsh.
Yeah.
Imagine Burma.
Yeah. I'll just swim.
So you're gonna swim for it.
Yeah.
You're in the canoe, flying canoe, flying canoe.
Yep. He's making me
Flying canoe, swimming.
I'm
Cody's in
getting in
the
the
canoe.
canoe. I'll tell you that.
Rex,
You're not.
would Hurricane
Just
prefer to be in the
carry that.
canoe, or is there some other way you would like to give chase? The
Swim.
champion of the fishing competition has been stolen by a water elemental. So you're now trying to rescue a woman who's being kidnapped. They're
This looks
flying in a
closer to
canoe.
me, I guess.
He's swimming.
And my water elemental is currently chasing
Can
me.
I also swim?
I don't know. That would be kind
You
of
can swim. You're a Triton, so you have a swim speed. You're probably really good at swimming. Okay, so you two are swimming.
See that board right there? That's what we.
Sakar, how would you like?
So you need a mini so we know where your character's positioned on the pattern.
Sure.
Where would you like to be, Sakar? We have half the party is in a flying canoe, half the party is swimming across a small saltwater lake, and then there's you. Would you like to jump in the flying canoe, or would you like to cross some other way?
Personally, since I'm pretty much a dashing rogue, I try to swindle some wrist jerk out of his boat and take it for myself.
You're gonna
Try to
grab
see
your
where-
own canoe.
Yeah, pretty much see where the adventure takes me.
Okay, so there are canoes that have been capsized and flipped over, small kayaks. You can pretty much grab what I mean, outrigger canoes. Most of the people, there's still panic and pandemonium on
In
the
that
beach.
case, I'll just take a canoe and just sail, just to see where this interesting event is taking me.
Okay, awesome. So you're able to canoe at about the same rate that they're able to swim. So you're keeping up with them. You guys in the flying canoe are actually gaining a little bit, right? So you're going.
No, we're all losing ground. The water elementals are moving 180 feet. Our
But you're
canoe's
pulling away from the
60 feet.
swimmers.
I guess you could say we're flying.
You're flying. You're flying.
Yeah, we're flying 120 feet. Elementals are moving at 180 feet. Your elemental's trying to grapple the other evil element.
Yes.
So
I believe
you are
mine is
actually
like 60
entering
feet
the
away.
Tinjorna
It
River.
keeps catching up though. Like it's
And
always
as
like
you
90
start
feet
heading up
apart.
the headwaters of the river, the foliage starts to thicken almost immediately. So you're entering a much smaller
You wanna
tributary
be
river
on flying
that has a lot of
I am
overgrowth and
swimming.
rainforest kind of vegetation. It looks like you're going to be paddling for a while, so you're not sure how far ahead of them you are, but your urgency is decreased, right? You're not seeing the water elementals anymore, they've gone far ahead.
I'm screaming louder.
You hear him screaming in front of you in the canoe that's flying. How long does the canoe fly?
It has a flying direction of 10 minutes.
Okay.
He's the one making it fly.
So after about 10 minutes, the canoe settles on the river, and now you guys are paddling?
10 minutes is like 100 rounds.
Right.
So we still have 100 rounds of his elemental running up to the other one, the elemental dashing away.
They've gone up a tributary river, Cody, that's overgrown with rainforest vegetation, and you've kind of lost track of them. They've gotten more than about a half a mile ahead of you at this point.
Okay, but he can still, but his familiar's following his elemental, so he can see what's going on.
Right, we're not sure what's going on. We've lost sight of the water elemental.
His
and
character knows what's going on since he's seeing through his
the
familiar.
familiar's lost sight of them in the vegetation,
Okay.
so we're not sure what's going on.
Okay, can I ask something?
Yes.
Are you just doing this for plot reasons?
For plot reasons. We need a chase.
And the chase needs to end without us winning, so the adventure can happen. Is that
There you go.
correct?
There you go.
So she's gonna come
So
back
for
like,
your
I don't know,
first
as a
die
weird
roll, would you
Frankenstein.
please roll a d10?
Okay, a D10, is this a D10?
That is a deep call.
Sorry, nice.
No problem.
Alright.
Are those the new dice?
Yeah, mine
Is this your first ever roll?
Yes.
Oh, good luck.
Nat 10.
I rolled a 2, I believe.
A 2. As you guys are paddling, it begins to rain heavily. For the next hour, the boat and its surroundings are heavily obscured. Roll again on this table, ignoring another 1 or a 2. So one of the reasons you appear to have lost sight of the familiar and the water elemental is because of the rain, and it's obscuring your vision.
Sorry, everybody.
So wait, does my water elemental just stop moving because I
You're
can't
not
bend it?
sure. You still sense that it's out and up there, but you're not really sure what it's doing. It seems to still be like in attack mode.
What about me? If I'm swimming, what happens? I'm very confused.
Right, you're swimming underwater, and there's rain falling on the top of the river as you continue to follow the canoe upstream.
Also, I rolled a 9.
You did, or he
Wait,
did?
am I,
You want to roll? Okay, you
am I
rolled a
supposed
9.
to roll?
No encounter. So you guys keep paddling and paddling and paddling. You paddle for about an hour up this river. Does anyone want to do anything else while we're paddling up the river?
My screams are now reduced to gentle sob.
Okay.
I play a flute just to pass the time.
You have a flute. Excellent.
This is a D10. This is the D10, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Correct.
But I'm badly off key.
Off-key flute playing. Got it.
I'll be sharpening my weapon
And
while
instead I'm
singing the
dashing,
Rainbow
not hurting.
Connection.
Wait, what's
All
that?
right.
Like Muppet song.
Oh my
Could you
god.
please sing it?
No, I am not gonna sing it in public.
Can you roll a d10 for me?
Yeah, sure. 3.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
That's not a good sign.
I don't know what this creature is and why it would
Oh, God.
do that.
What's it called?
I think we're dead.
We have the
very
insta-killing rogue right here. We're
Very
fine.
early.
Oh no! As you guys come
Oh.
around and head further upstream because you rolled a 4.
I got a 3.
Yeah. We decided it was a 4 because that's better. There is a large mangrove-shaped treant blocking the river.
Excellent.
Hello, adventurers! What brings you this far upstream?
So what is the tree? I'm very
Tree beer
Giant
from Lord of the
sentient
Rings.
trees.
Got it.
I've
Welcome.
never watched it, but
Okay,
Don't.
your mother has failed you.
No, actually, she's a pretty good mother.
Wow, you're a large creature. What brings you up this river?
Why are we here?
Chasing a princess that's being dragged away by water elemental.
No, I'm asking him.
Oh. You asked the treant why you're here. Interesting. Very epistemological question. I think you're here in search of adventure. It's not every day we get adventures in this part of the waterways, but there was some commotion earlier this morning. A fascinating tale, if you'd like me to tell it.
2 hours swimming will do amazing things to your head. No, still, somebody else take over.
Well, I'll take over if I can.
Okay, do you want to give me a charisma persuasion check?
Yeah, that's the plan. So, what dice do I roll?
It would be a d20,
D20.
and add your persuasion modifier.
First D20 roll.
Okay, wait, you said my persuasion modifier?
Correct. You should have on your feet,
Yeah.
you should have persuasion.
Mine is 2. Oh, sorry, persuasion.
That should be +3 since
Oh, there
you're,
it is. Plus 4.
it should be +5 since, no wait, so you have proficiency with it, okay. You should have +7 because your proficiency bonus and your charisma went up from level.
Alright, plus 7. So,
Plus 7.
Wish me luck, guys.
First D20 roll.
Roll well.
as well.
I got a 5. Wow, that's this.
5 plus 7, that's a 12. So
So
not
what
horrible.
do you say to the treants?
Look, wise tree guy.
Oh, my name is Grove Man.
Well, okay, Grove man. Look, I love story as much as the next guy, but there's a beautiful princess who's been kidnapped by these water dwarfs. We need to go save her. And if you let us pass, I promise you, I can persuade her to give you all the riches you can get.
Oh, I have riches here! And he holds up what appears to be a giant pearl.
Alright, then
In his
I'll
hand.
give you 10,000 pearls.
And once I'm done telling you this fascinating tale, I'm sure you'll want to use this pearl in your adventure.
Okay, can you give me a bridge version then?
Yes. Yes, most bridges are made out of wood,
Okay.
which is very unfortunate. Some of my best friends are bridges, but what's important in this tale is not the bridges necessarily, but rather the princess and the pearl, a story I'm sure you've all heard before. And he rattles on like this for literally 2 hours without taking a breath because trees don't breathe, I don't think?
Trees do breathe. They
They do
breathe in
breathe?
carbon dioxide to create oxygen.
But they don't have lungs, right? It's a different kind of respiration.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
talking non-stop.
As he's-
But at the end of this, Sakar, he does give you a pearl of power, which is a magical item.
Okay,
So-
that goes
Character sheet.
to the wizard.
Alright, here you
As
go,
he's
wizard.
like, as he's kind of talking,
Yeah.
I just like, I shout out
If I
and cast
can
minor
cast spells
illusion
at
to
fourth
make like
level or
to
higher,
make like another
using third
scream
level
go
spell
off,
slots,
making my
plus third
scream
level
even
rounds.
louder.
Yes.
And I
So
just,
got
I
it
just
once
say,
a day. You can cast a spell at fourth
shut
level or higher using third
Oh,
level
yes,
spell
yes. I'll get out of the way so you can
I
continue your
cast
adventure.
a
He moves out of the
level high
way.
using
That
third.
allows you to continue
Yeah, but you can't, let's say,
paddling upstream.
cast Fireball and upcast level 4 and only use third level spell slot.
Okay.
You have to cast a spell at its lowest level.
Lowest level, but anything higher than third level, you can use it.
You can use the third level spell slot instead of the spell slot you should be using.
That's
So-
really good.
Yeah, that is a good magic
You
item.
have
I don't have blue.
I have Spirit plus 2 short sword if you'd like it, Ro.
What?
Your character's a Ro.
Yeah.
I don't know your character's name yet, so we like the plus 2 short
Sakar.
sword.
Well, I already have a name for my role.
What's his name?
I already mentioned Chakar.
Shakar. Okay, so Shakar, would you like a plus 2 short sword?
Sure.
It'll increase your swords to hit bonus by 2
Do you have any?
and their damage bonus by 2.
Sure. I
So your short sword currently has a plus 9 to hit for 1d6 plus 5. It'll now be plus 11 to hit
Any?
for 1d6 plus 7.
Sure. Write down.
Just erase the plus 9 or replace it with plus 11 on only one.
This guy is not who I am.
Do you want to pick a different one? There's a whole bunch.
I'm not really a
Do you have
giant.
a genocide?
This is my character. I borrowed it from that.
Okay, everybody happy where you are? You guys just kind of getting off of canoes.
You have to use it. It may not be what your character looks like exactly, it's just a placeholder.
Yeah, no, this can be the guide. This is the guide's name is
Oh yeah,
Duca.
another one.
That's Duca the guide. So grab another wizardy looking. What are you? A water gnome?
I am a
Triton.
Triton.
Someone green.
What
You're
is
there,
your
you're
class?
there, everybody's there. Okay. So the canoes. So interesting. Okay, so we've got.
Ooh, Moon Druid, I presume.
But how would I know if I'm? It didn't say.
Okay, let's level your character up. How do you level up
Okay.
your character?
I think the
Why do you
closest
use
one
it?
is the guy without an arm.
So you park the canoes here. There's dense jungle. About 40 feet into the jungle, there's a large cliff. In front of the cliff, like kind of in front of the face of the cliff, and it looks like a sandstone cliff, there are 3 pillars of water.
Okay, let's.
So they literally look like a
Yeah, let's
waterfall
do-
almost, except for they're just kind of standing water pillars that go from the top of the cliff to the ground.
Druidic
You
circle.
can't really see the base of them because of the
So you want
foliage.
circle.
In the center
which one of these
pillar,
do you want?
there's a female figure floating in the water.
Circle is the closest you can
Is it
fit
her?
for you, right? Or
Yeah, I like the
You're still too far away. It's pouring rain in the forest, right? So it's difficult
you
to
get a
see.
bonus.
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah,
Take
please give
water
me a
good for you,
perception.
right?
16.
Okay, so unfortunately, you're still too far away to tell whether or not the female figure is the champion that you were searching for. However, you do notice
Okay, so you already did your ASIs.
there are sets
So I think you finished your character.
Yeah.
Impressive.
in the forest here. If you glance, you're
I
just
think
kind of
you do
looking
it.
all around.
Good work.
You observe green feline eyes
Oh.
in the forest, right where you are kind of disembarking and heading in. There's no real trail to these water pillars.
I'm gonna
But-
be honest, I saw your phone.
What did it say?
Do you have silvered weapons?
Oh crap, we're fighting rock soft, guys.
No.
What is it? Where
cats.
Where tigers, okay. It's not as bad as rock softs. And everyone knows like rock softs are weak too. They're one of the few monsters which have vulnerabilities in D&D. They're weak to magical piercing damage. In previous editions, they used to get insta-killed by crossbow bolts blessed by clerics, which is very interesting.
Alright, so you see this, what do you want to do?
Because clerics needed to be better.
No, clerics were already the best class in the game at that point.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just gonna shout at him, what the hell do you want?
You yell this into the...
In the forest.
I'll be honest, I don't think it was behind.
Werecat is stalking us.
Cliff, 3 water pillars, cat eyes in the forest.
Alright, so you paddled upstream. You're where your mini is, so you don't have a mini.
Okay, let's go through my... Where did I leave my backpack? Oh, it's there. It's there. I can see it.
Looks like these are green, so I might as well take this guy.
I've got more options for you.
No, this is green though. This looks like a trident. This is a good one.
Well, the issue is he lost his arm.
And you're in... Yeah.
He
Where do you want to
trident too.
Do you want to put yourself on the map?
Even had a trident.
So this is the coast right here. This is the edge, and this is water.
Here.
So you can be wherever you'd like to be. So you're in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, but the water is shallow right there. You're just kind of walking up on the coast.
Yeah.
Pen works again.
You fix it? Better. So you say, what the hell are you guys doing there?
Like I'm saying that to the werecat.
So they emerge with longbows drawn. So they are bearing down on you with longbows drawn. What brings you here, interlopers? They say in common. And they're in some kind of I don't know if you've ever seen a were-tiger before, but they're in a kind of intermediate phase, right? So they're not human, they're not tigers, they're right in that kind of werewolfy looking phase, right? So, but they are able to use weapons. So they do have they have longbows, and the bows are drawn, aimed at you guys.
I remember. We're looking for a woman.
There are no women here.
I point to the woman in the spell. Yes, there are.
They don't even look. They just continue to stare at you. There are no women here.
Not falling for that one.
Really, there are no women here. Okay. Do I just not exist here? My character's female, so it works.
You are here, and you should not be. I encourage you to get back in your cocoons and go where you came from.
My character like twitches like, why?
You are not welcome.
Hey.
Okay. Why?
Can I?
Your kind has brought nothing but heartache and deforestation to the area.
If I
Usually that's the
leave,
men, but okay.
can I swim in there?
What?
My character is a scaredy cat.
You just want to swim away?
No. He's not too much of a scaredy cat, but like, if he's freaked out about something, he will leave.
You want to take your head under the water?
No, he's like, if I swim away, wait, no. Do I have to get in the canoe to go by?
No, you swam up here and you're standing in about 4 feet of water.
Okay, then bye.
Cody, did you want to do something?
Yes, I would like to have my familiar constantly be applying the help action to me, so if initiative starts, I'll advantage on my roll.
Got it.
Oh.
Where tigers,
You're not
bows
my left.
drawn, asking you to leave. Rather politely, like in the cosmic scheme of get the hell out, they're being relatively nice.
I think I'm going to.
Wait, am I still here or dead?
We haven't moved yet, but you're still here-ish.
Yeah, we're just starting over and
Can I try something?
Yeah, let's hold on. Let's let him have a chance.
I could probably find their location. Couldn't I with a spell?
Yes,
Should
Legend
I-
War. You
Huh?
are high enough level to cast Legend War.
Wait,
It's
what
a
do you-
ritual which lets you, if you have anything of a person,
What do
like
you
an
find the
object they
location?
own,
They're
or they
Yeah, they're
are.
right in front of us.
We don't know that
something
person.
else as well.
No,
Oh,
they're-
you see
they're-
the eyes?
No, they're stepped
Well, they
out.
stepped out.
They stepped out.
They're standing.
No, I think he's
Are you sure it'd be
talking
better
about the
in this
people who
case?
chasing.
Oh, the
Oh.
water element.
Maybe. Read the spell. Read the spell to yourself and see if it'll work.
Describe the name or creature that's way sensation. The one that is within 1,000 feet. how long has it been since we've seen it, and how fast were they going?
I think they're more than 1,000 feet.
It's been about 3 or 4 hours since you left the fishing competition ruins.
Okay.
So they're definitely more than 1,000 feet away.
Yeah.
Unless someone can actually see.
Okay.
I would point spell the beat.
I'm going to try and
What's 1,000 feet away?
The woman, unless she's actually in the
So
area.
there is a woman floating in a cylinder of
We're
water.
talking about the champion. If that's...
wait.
how high in the air is
in
she?
there?
Yes, in the center waterfall,
Let's go!
there's a woman floating in it. We don't know who it is. We can just tell that they're a female.
Okay.
Also,
can I do an
when he's done,
investigation? See if I can't understand what's going on. Why they don't want us here, and who the woman in the pillar is.
So what are you doing? I'm sorry.
Investigation check.
Okay.
12.
So the were-tigers don't want you here because you're on their island and they seem to be territorial. So nothing unusual there.
So first thing doesn't work. I'm just gonna want that.
The water pillars, it's rainy, right? So it's still obscured, rainy area.
Yeah.
The water pillars do seem very unusual, right? They're standing water pillars next to a cliff face. It just looks odd. From where you are, you're unable to see. It looks very similar to the woman that was the hero, but you're not sure. In fact, the 3 water pillars seems odd too, since you had a water elemental and there were 2 others in the attack.
Okay.
I'll try to persuade. Oh, by the way, he's been raising his hand.
Yeah. That's gonna happen all game, man. You gotta jump in there,
you take your turns now.
Yeah.
It's basically if anyone.
I'm gonna try to persuade the leader of the guard to tell us the whereabouts of if they have seen anybody.
Okay, so you're gonna step forward and say to the were-tigers, have you seen a princess going through here or something like
Being
that?
kidnapped, basically.
Gotcha.
And if you tell us where she is, just the general information, I'll leave you guys alone.
Okay.
You won't even have to enter your team if it's not necessary.
Are you trying to intimidate them or persuade them?
Persuade them.
Okay, give me a roll.
All right. Wish me luck, guys.
Plus 7, so roll well.
11.
18
So that's an
plus
18 total.
18.
Yeah.
So that's a solid roll. So you're very persuasive. The rest of your party is nodding along. They're like, yeah, just tell us if the prince... And they don't seem moved by your arguments whatsoever.
Okay.
They're like, we've asked you politely to leave already. If anything has happened here, it is of no concern of you. In fact, getting back to where you came from should be your #1 priority.
No, I think that's yours.
It's showing that time.
I'm kind of just
I see
going
it
around.
right there.
I'm kind of going around the table. So
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
walk fast.
You're just gonna try to walk past them.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna fire.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody, hide behind him.
Does anyone, Cody? Did you want to do anything before we go into?
Yeah, I was gonna do the exact same thing, but with my
Okay.
jumps, and I can jump.
I wanted to
50
cast
feet.
blindness around them.
I wanted
Just
to
so
do
you know.
Right, so you start casting.
I like preemptive strikes, so I was gonna magic missile before we even piss him
Wait,
off.
I'm
just so
climbing on
you
this
know,
back just
Okay,
over
roll.
getting
Are you
shot.
going to allow
persuade or
Sakar
intimidate
the
anyone.
rogue
I
to
have
ride
0
you?
on both.
He's small enough. I
Okay,
probably wouldn't
everyone?
even notice him.
He is a half elf.
Roll initiative, I believe.
All right, so we're doing
On,
initiative.
Roll 1d20 out of your dexterity.
Ooh.
1d20 out of your dexterity.
Okay.
22 initiative. And so that's 23.
Your initiative is plus 3.
Plus 5.
5.
Yes.
John, do you know how to track initiative? You want to track initiative? So I don't have to-
Do I roll
I can.
Wait,
Is that
what
okay?
do you roll?
Yeah, that was fine.
No, you roll 1d20. I had
No
advantage
moving yet.
because my
Back.
it's held back.
I let him
So
move
roll it
because
out.
he was the one that, when he tries to move past them, is what starts combat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Five
okay.
plus 8. Right there.
5 plus 3. So, okay, I'm gonna leave this guy up just so you don't think about it.
What?
I'm just gonna leave this just
Oh,
so
no,
you
no,
don't
no.
know.
Alright. Initiative?
22.
22.
Zeke is early.
Wait, actually, what's my initiative now after being
Um,
created?
you have a plus 5.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get, Tia?
Wait, let me roll it again.
Tia's even earlier.
I got a nat 20 initiative plus 3, so yeah.
23.
I got a 9.
23 as well.
Total?
Oh, no, I meant like 4 here, 5 here, that's a 9.
So it's a 9 total.
Yeah.
I have 8 total.
8. Thank you. Okay. And monsters?
19.
And I have a 21.
I am probably dead.
Okay, first
I
up
don't know.
is
No, it's fine.
failure.
You're out of the.
You want to go through the whole order
And
so
you
everybody's
turn
there,
into
make
a
sure we're all there?
So I've got you,
Yeah, you're high enough level, I think, right?
Yeah, I've got everybody.
Got everybody?
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
Okay, can I take I need to look at the spell.
Oh, I'm sorry, you two tied.
Yeah.
What's your dexterity?
Dexterity, 4. Plus 4, 19.
Plus 3.
Oh, so you're actually going to go first. You got
Okay.
the dexterity boost.
Hey, Sam's up first.
Wizard is not last.
Well, since we're going to be pissing them off, well, I should probably attack. We are pissing them off, right?
They
Yes.
seem upset that you're just walking past them, and it definitely looks like they're going to fire.
Okay.
Yeah, you can turn into a crocodile.
I'm thinking that I'm going to move over to the side. Let's see.
It's
5,
10,
10, 15, 20, 25.
Your
30.
crocodile
Okay.
has its own hit points.
Oh.
So say you turn into a crocodile,
And
the crocodile
then
dies.
I'm
You
going
don't take any damage
to
yourself. You actually do take the carryover
cast,
damage from the crocodile stab.
telekinesis.
Okay.
And
So cast your
using that,
conjuring
I'm
animals,
going to
and then start
grab,
concentrating on them.
I guess 3 and throw them into 1 if I can.
All right.
So,
All right.
with
So
conjuring
telekinesis,
animals,
how many
you're
pounds can you
gonna
lift?
Telekinesis.
What?
Okay, so you're gonna cast conjuring animals with your action.
Gain the ability
And you're
to
gonna use your
move
wild
manipulate
shape
creatures or
turn
objects by thought.
into
When you cast a
a
spell and as an
crocodile.
action,
So you're gonna
each
conjure
round for the
wolves and
duration,
turn into a
you can
crocodile.
extend your will on one creature or object that you can see within range, causing the
You'll turn into
appropriate
an
effect
animal
below.
with inland
It
cage.
affects the same
At the moment,
target
you can
round
turn
after
into
round or
an
choose a
animal
way.
of CR 1/2 that can swim, burrow, run, or climb. It can't
For a
fly.
creature,
That's
you
your
can
only
move
restriction.
a huge or smaller
And
creature.
1/2 CR.
You can fully check with your spell casting ability contested by the creature's strength check.
What would be
You
stronger?
can contest the
No,
You can turn into like
30 feet in any
you turn into a
direction,
black bear.
including upward but not beyond the range of the spell.
So
Until the end of your
but
next
crocodiles
round,
are more
creature is
mobile.
trained to teleport
Yeah.
grip. A
I know,
creature
I was
lifted
just
upward is
wondering.
suspended midair. A subsequent round, you can use your action to attempt to maintain your telekinetic grip on the creature by repeating the contest.
Okay. So you're just going to slam him into number 1.
Yep.
So we do a contested strength check.
Yep.
My strength is 17, so I get a plus 3. Ooh, but I rolled a 1, so I have a 4.
and you'll also summon 8 wolves. Are you
What's your roll?
Is that with that turn?
Is the 8 wolves
Yeah.
on my side or?
They're all you
9.
control your.
So you win.
animals.
So you slam him over here.
Yeah.
Bam! Do, what is that? It's like a body check attack.
I guess.
It's about a d6 worth of damage, I would guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
And they'll make dex saves, DC 12, to fall prone. Saved. And saved.
Oh, and
He does,
cross out
4
1
points of
for another
damage.
spell
So
slot.
number
on your
1.
character, by the way.
Oh, they'll both take 4 points of damage.
Cross out 1 for a spell
Um,
slot off your
Also,
character, by
as
the
a
way.
bonus to this,
So I just do this right now.
when they
Yeah, just do this preemptively.
Wait, a
the
slot
creature
or
gets a restrained.
Spell slot.
Okay. So number 3 is restrained. Number 3 is restrained.
No,
All right.
just spell
Next up.
slots.
Sorry, if anybody
Here,
want to go
those are
first,
spell
I'll let
slots.
you go first.
Where is he in the initiative?
You were not tied with anything, so you were good.
You have higher level spells.
Okay, so I guess
It was
go.
Dylan and then Shane and
Well,
then
so
me.
the initiative,
Third level,
when you roll,
so cross
it
out
tells us
1.
what order everybody goes in.
Okay.
So you roll a 7, that's actually
And you'll
last
summon
one.
8
So
wolves.
you'll be last, and then you'll cycle back to going
Okay.
And I'm going last, I guess.
Go.
Actually,
My
I
turn.
rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9?
Okay.
Okay.
So who were the ones that got knocked into each other?
Here, number 1 and number 3.
Okay. I'm going to cast Cloud Daggers on number 3.
Okay.
And
So they're pretty frail, but they're already going to grapple the were tigers.
A cloud of daggers appears in the forest, man. It's like a giant weed whacker.
So each of them will have plus 1 on athletics. So you're going to roll a total of 18 20s trying to grapple the
I
tigers.
believe they just take the damage, and,
Okay.
and they don't even have to make a. They don't even make a save. So
All right.
it's- Okay.
Not
So they take.
Wait, so they have I have plus 3.
Yeah, but your wolves can do more.
Yes.
Since you have 8 of them trying to grapple and surround the tigers. They're gonna carry them in the water. The wolves will drown, but so will the tigers.
29 points of damage.
29 points of damage.
The wolves aren't, they disappear into nothing.
What if they have giant straws?
And this Geiger's cloud is still sitting here. They're going to
giant
again unless they
straws, so
move.
they can keep breathing.
Got it.
I doubt that.
Okay.
You never know.
Yeah.
Life is crafty.
Did you want to move or are you done?
Yeah, I'll move, like, over to here.
Okay, Thea summons a giant weed whacker in the forest. It chops up vegetation, right? There's leaves flying everywhere, but there's also were-tiger blood. Which does look like it would cause lycanthropy. Lycanthropy, if it was to splatter on you.
Oh.
So know that there's a potential here that you could become a were-tiger.
But isn't that just mechanical benefits and having to worry about one
If
month
you
of
deliberately
the year?
infect yourself with
Not if
lycanthropy...
you're cursed.
Why can't I say that word?
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. It's so easy.
Actually annoying. Who's up next after
Zeke.
Thea? Zeke. Zeke, you are
What are you
fairly
gonna do
close
if
to
we
the
infect ourselves
action.
intentionally?
There's a cloud of daggers. Can he enter the cloud? Is that bad for him too?
Yes.
Wait,
How
yes,
many-
it's bad.
how many
It's
were
not
tigers?
like
5 foot
one.
cube, so if he stands
Oh,
outside
it's
of it,
just
that's fine.
right
Wait,
here.
how many were
I set it on
there?
3, so
Yeah.
yeah, he can stand outside of it and he'll be
Okay,
fine.
well, that's what I was imagining.
He just can't enter the cloud.
Do not enter the cloud of daggers or the weed whacker, or you will take
What's the worst I can
40
do?
damage. Ish.
He took like, 30.
Okay. So, I don't like the way number 3 looks.
No, he doesn't. He looks bloody is what he looks. There's just fur and lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Wait, this is number 3?
Correct.
Okay.
And that yellow dye on top represents that he's both restrained and being chopped up by a cloud of daggers.
Yeah.
I should pretty good.
So don't move him out.
Yep. I'm gonna keep him there.
Okay. So, I'm going to... yeah. Alright, I'm going to throw that... No.
No.
Yeah, Dart of Shadows. And I'm going to aim right for number 3's ear canal.
Okay.
17 plus what?
Plus, I think, plus 8. Or not plus, yes, plus 8. So 17 plus 8, I think.
17 plus 8 is a hit.
This is a Tarask.
Needs 2d6.
And this is a magical dart?
Yes.
What?
The rest of it.
Trusts are not hard to kill.
I'm
I
a
know, and I don't play that Terrasca
6, so
are
10.
deadly, and I know
Okay.
what they can do.
I mean,
Even though I don't
theoretically,
2d6 necrotic damage. 10 damage.
You cast Polymorph and then Power Word
I'm
Kill.
sorry,
No,
say it again?
that's so
10
dumb.
10
That just
necrotic
kills the animal
damage,
and
number
then tries
three.
to kill
No,
it.
because then the wording of Power Word Kill is it kills the
I
creature.
Throw the dart
That is, it does not
through
say,
the cloud.
it does not say it
stabs
sets
him,
it
and
to
then
0
goes
hit
back.
points, it says it kills
Yeah, it kills the creature,
Next up,
which
Kermit.
is a lizard,
Kermit, you're up.
which then causes it to turn back into a trust.
I disagree on the wording there.
Okay, but you're...
3 were-tigers.
Okay. I am gonna move to here,
Yes.
and then I'm gonna have my familiar move to here.
Is he passing through the cloud of daggers?
No, he'll jump over.
Okay.
So, I am now flanking.
He'll jump over so we can jump 15 feet.
I can jump 15 feet in the air, yes. But no, it would actually... Wait, I need to do it like this. So, he's being flanked by a tiny frog
Yes.
and my character. So do you think
Got
they'd
it.
target a small frog?
No.
Like,
And he can't do
No,
anything.
they're going to
he's
target
held.
him.
He's restrained.
I
He
told
can't
you,
move
I'll be
anything.
your
He
broadside
can't
of the
move
barn
with
for tonight.
telekinesis.
this word-tiger's having a horrible day.
Tiger, definitely. He was restrained, being chopped up by the
Okay.
dagger.
Is that a 1 on the die code or is that
Shot by you.
advantage?
I have advantage.
Oh, so it is.
Slice him and dice.
So that is a 20 and an 18.
Both hits.
No, 20 and a 17. 17.
Both hit. The
Uh,
armor class is not great.
okay, maybe someone else can do their turn while I'm doing damage.
Alright, so you're adding up damage on number 3.
on monsters.
He's probably going to take over 100, right?
Yeah.
About
assume
100.
so.
Okay, so next up?
Monsters.
Oh, the monsters are up. Okay. First of all, your guide looks back at you just shocked and disappointed. Like, Guys, a little diplomacy goes a long way. What are we doing here? We did not come to start slaughtering the natives.
We tried to talk, but it didn't
Diplomacy is not a part of this
So
package.
as he's talking,
Maybe you
Zeke,
shouldn't have came.
he unleashes
You wanted
a longbow attack.
11.
My character's just giving Hurricane like a death stare.
23 versus armor class.
19 hits.
You're gonna take 9 points of arrow damage.
So there's 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And disappears into the forest, so hard to see. This one claws you,
Okay.
like,
Oh no, a
like,
claw.
but it's like drop the bow, rage claw.
Sure.
1.
Where's the deck? Where is it?
Where's the deck?
That's what.
Let's go! Hits himself in the eye. If Pinkie Pie was here, should get a new balloon.
Damn it! This was gonna be pretty good. I had a plan.
Oh yeah,
take
hold on.
80
Wait.
damage.
Everybody
80 number 3.
Yeah.
Tell me,
Hold
tell
on,
me he
if
just hits that
Thresh
reflex
died,
of
what
going
happened to the
me,
Rever
and I
Aspen?
just kick him.
I think that's what killed them.
Probably. Probably.
Oh no.
Ooh.
What?
Nothing.
Did it die or is it still alive?
Well,
So
Probably
he,
dead.
he jumped too quickly
Okay.
and got a cramp. So he's gonna take a roll of 1d4.
4.
So he has a -4 on his next attack.
oh my god.
That's not what I wanted. Okay, so that was attacked. That was attacked. This one, the restrained one can still fire his bow, right?
I wouldn't think so.
No,
Restrained. He's
restrained.
in the back.
I'm okay.
What
I'm
would
already
you
on.
do?
I already have the phone.
What would the restraint
where are
be?
you
restrained?
going?
I think it just gets him. I just think it prevents him from moving.
I will check.
Okay,
You can
I
manage
don't care if the life is
paralyzed.
Restrained.
I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
movement
this.
speed has
Very
it
chaotic.
has disadvantage on attack rolls and
Okay.
disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, and its speed becomes 0.
Got it. So he's still firing at you. There's an arrow +6. With disadvantage, that's a 10.
Then does nothing.
Okay, so he misses with the arrow. He can't move. That one ran back into the woods. This one's there.
Is he alive?
He is at 123 points of damage. He is alive. Really? Barely. Like, bleeding out.
Okay.
He's probably not going to survive another round standing in a cloud of daggers.
Standing next to the
Next
frog.
up.
Next up,
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Okay, you're up. There's a guy right next to you.
That guy just tried to
Pull the
attack me.
muscle. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go to complete total rage and golf swing my hammer at him.
Okay.
So that would be a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah. So
Golf swing.
27 damage.
27 points of damage. Still alive. That's his first damage. No, that's number 2.
Alright, second attack.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank God for advantage. That is a 10 or 12 to hit.
12 hits.
Really?
Yeah, they have no armor class. Their armor class is
Was it
12.
2 and a 1. Okay, 16. That's 25 hits.
Still alive.
Okay.
He's taking 75 points of damage. You're hitting with a hammer.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you're like beating him
That's
into the
excellent.
forest floor, right? I mean,
Literally just, like,
this is
crouching
not
down.
like this is not what he was expecting, right? First of all, his claw strains a muscle, and then it's like poosh, poosh, and he's like, "This is not what we had hoped for."
Is that hammer magical or not?
I don't think so. I think it's
Oh,
a-
it's not a magical hammer.
I think
So you're beating
Okay,
him
so-
into the earth, but he's 100%
We don't know
okay.
what I don't know.
He's 100% okay.
Yeah, he's 100% okay, even though he's been beaten
And that's
into the
bludgeoning
earth
damage,
flat.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's a giant sledgehammer I picked up last week.
Yeah, we don't actually
It's
know what
not
the hammer
magical.
does.
I don't know. Brian
You
never
don't
told
know.
me.
He never told us what it did.
I mean,
For
didn't
today's
it like
adventure, just because it makes me laugh, it's a very kind
Didn't
of
it, like,
you know,
shrink
Looney
to
Tunes adventure,
actually,
right?
like-
You're beating him, he's getting pummeled into the ground, but he doesn't appear to be taking damage because it's not a silver or magic weapon.
Yeah. They
Sorry.
don't survive falling from terminal velocity, by the way. Gotta love this
Movement,
game's
everything, you
logic.
good?
Gotta love it.
No, I'm pissed. I have to keep attacking.
You're a barbarian.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, who's up next?
Next up is Sakar.
Sakar, you are up.
So what do I roll?
What would you like to